Hello class, hello class 7, that is Dusk, Roots chapter 4. Now today I will tell you some meanings and then question answer. Very carefully you listen, because students here, due to the lack of blackboard, I am telling verbally. So I am telling slowly, but it is quite difficult sometimes for you to understand everything, but I am very extremely sorry for that. Now number one, mitigated, mitigated, mitigated means reduced. Reduced, reduced. Reduced, reduced. Harmonized, 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 dash, went well together, went well together. Gloaming, gloaming, dash, the faint light after the sun sets, the faint light after the sunset. Now, disillusioned, disillusioned, disillusioned means disappointed, means disappointed. Now, forlorn, 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 dash, pitifully sad, pitifully, pitifully sad, sad, sad. Predecessor, 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 dash, the previous person. Again, predecessor, predecessor, predecessor means previous, previous, previous person. Now, first question now, meaning complete. You read all this, that is enough. Who was Norman Gorsby? Where was he sitting? Question number one, who was Norman Gorsby? Where was he sitting? Answer, Norman Gorsby, a sophisticated, cynical and spectacled young Londoner is sitting on a park bench, observing people, including gentlemen, seated beside him, full stop. He was sitting in Hyde Park, Hyde Park corner in London in an March evening. Now, last line, he was sitting in Hyde Park corner in London in an March evening. Now, question number 2. Give a description of the evening of London outside the park. Give a description of the evening of London outside the park. Right. It is in March evening. Norman Gorsby was sitting on a park bench, observing the happenings around him. Full stop. Gorsby enjoys watching the bustle, bustle, bustle of miserable looking people, heading home and in traffic, full stop. He is feeling sad, but enjoys the gloom and hopelessness that engulfs the general mood of the people, on the streets. He describes it as the hour of the defeated. Full stop. Now, question number 4. Question number 3 now. What did the young man tell to Godspeed? Right. The young man sat on the empty place by the side of Norman Gorsby. The face was angry. The young man said he came here this afternoon and wanted to stay at Pantagonium Hotel, Berkshire Square in London. Full stop. Let me repeat this. The young man sat on the empty place by the side of the Norman Gorsby. Full stop. His face was angry. The young man said he came here this afternoon. He wanted to stay at Pantagonium Hotel, Berkshire Square in London. Full stop. But he found that the hotel had been pulled down some weeks ago and a cinema theater run up on the site, full stop. The taxi driver recommended him to another hotel. The taxi driver recommended him to another hotel. Now, some way off and he went there. Some way off and he went there. Full stop. The young man just sent a letter to his people, giving them the address, and then went out to buy some soap, buy some soap, full stop. Then he strolled a bit, STROLLED, strolled a bit, had a drink at a bar and looked at the shops, Now, looked at the shop, full stop. When he came to turn his steps back to the hotel, when he came to turn his steps back to the hotel, he suddenly realized that he didn't remember its name or even what street it was in. Now you write, when he came to turn his steps back to the hotel, he suddenly realized that, realized that he didn't remember its name or even what street it was in. The young man had no friends or connections in London. The young man had no friends or connections in London. The young man had no money with him. He came out with a shilling, shilling with him, spent it for buying soap and getting the drink. Now, and now he was wandering about, wandering about with 2 pence, TWO, 2 pence in his pocket, and nowhere to go for the night, full stop. So the young man wanted to get some help. From Gorsby, full stop. Now, question number 4. Looking at the soap, what was the reaction of Gorsby? Looking at the soap, 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 what was the reaction of Gorsby? Right. Gorsby wanted to see the soap purchased by the young man. Gorsby wanted to see the soap purchased by the young man, but the young man failed to do so. Failed to do so, full stop. Gorsby denied to help the young man. Full stop. Very angrily, the young man was leaving the park. Very angrily, the young man was leaving the park. Full stop. Gorsby was coming back to the bench, but suddenly he saw the piece of cake, the cake of soap. Now, the piece of cake we call collective noun, we call it a cake of soap. Now, let me repeat this. Gorsby was coming back to the bench, but suddenly he saw the cake of soap by the side of the park bench. By the side of the park bench, full stop. Gorsby thought the cake of soap had evidently fallen down. After full stop, Gorsby thought the cake of soap had evidently fallen out of the youth's overcoat pocket. When he flung himself, F-L-U-N-G, flung himself on the seat, S-E-A-T, seat, Gorsby called the young man and showing him the cake of soap, he told. Now again after full stop I am repeating, Gorsby called the young man and showing him the cake of soap, he told the young man that he had full trust for him because he was a genuine man, comma, the soap proved his truthfulness. The soap proved his truthfulness. Now, last, students, if you have any difficulty, listen it again and again. It will be clear to you. Now, the last question. What happened at the end of the story dusk? What happened at the end of the story dusk? Answer. Gorsby came back to his seat in the park. Full stop. He saw an elderly gentleman, comma, the first man who was sitting on the bench. Was searching for something, just poking and peering beneath the bench and on all sides of it. Now let me repeat it again. What happened at the end of the story dusk? Gorsby came back to his seat to the park. He saw an elderly gentleman, comma, the first man who was sitting on the bench was searching for something, just poking and peering, P-E-E-R-I-N-G, peering beneath, B-E-N-E-A-T-H, beneath the bench and on all sides of it, full stop. Gorsby asked whether the man had lost anything or not. The old man replied that he had lost a cake of soap. Full stop. So it is clear to us dash, the cake of soap belonged to the old man. The cake of soap belonged to the old man, full stop. Not to the young man, but was belonged to the old man, dash, not to the young man, full stop. The young man was lying, L-Y-I-N-G, lying. He was a cheater, C-H-E-A-T-E-R, cheater, full stop, by telling a lie, L-I-E, he took money from Gorsby. Full stop. Now, that is the end of the chapter, my students. Now, okay, wish you all the best. Next day, another chapter. Again, sorry for the inconvenience caused to you due to the lack of any writing, okay? You listen carefully again and again and get it. Okay, thank you.